this week's edition of Deals Revealed. I'm in a top secret location, bringing you the top restaurant news, sales, listings, and franchise opportunities that we sell restaurants. The nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm. I'm Robin Gagnon.
It is great to see you, Robin. I'm Rob Morrison. We're excited to bring you the biggest news of the week. Whether you're looking to buy or sell or join our brand as a franchisee, this, as always, is the place to be.
Yeah, we're going to cover it all. Restaurant news, sales, new listings hitting the market, everything going on in the world of restaurants. Plus, we're answering your questions live, so drop them in the comment. We'll also follow up on our social media channels.
And if you're watching live, please say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're catching the replay, please type replay so we know that you stopped by.
Okay, let's get started, Rob. I'm going to share what's happening in the restaurant marketplace, top insights of the week, because they are packed. Fresh trends shaping the way restaurants attract guests, control costs, and build identity. So, we're going to take it from elevated simplicity to smarter kitchens to community dining. And there's 3 news stories guiding where the industry is headed. Ready to jump in?
Yeah, they all sound good. We'll start, I guess, with the quiet luxury menu, Robin. The trend is all about dishes that look simple but feel refined, right? Think beautifully plated common classics, premium ingredients used sparingly, and menus that rely on craftsmanship instead of complexity.
You know, week after week, we come back to that, Rob, that whole Instagram moment that the diner is looking for, and it feeds into this trend. But there's a real movement behind this. Guests are gravitating towards items that feel very thoughtful and high quality. I mean, I was at like a mid-tier hotel night before last, and they were talking about in the menu, in the elevator, their curated menu. So guests want this elegance without a heavy price point, and for operators, it means that they can lower their menu items, tighten their prep lists, and provide stronger margins.
Yeah, for sure. A great example, the rise of signature breads, right? Or
Rise, no pun
yeah,
intended, right?
yeah, exactly. Infused butters or artisanal spreads. Elevated basics that create a memorable moment without overwhelming the kitchen. That's a big one. And sellers who highlight these types of menus show the buyers a model is built for efficiency and profitability at the same time.
Absolutely. And the bottom line is that simple can be striking. Quiet luxury gives these restaurants this distinct identity, but they can keep their operations lean and the margins high.
How about this one, Robin? Another major shift we're seeing, especially in growing urban markets and mixed use markets, kitchen free or kitchen light concepts are gaining real traction.
So, as a restaurant broker, this one's stunning to me because these are operations that rely on precise assembly, high quality prepped components, and specialty equipment instead of that full traditional kitchen. So, we're talking about gourmet bowls, smoothie bars, dessert shops, toast concepts, or innovative grab and go markets.
Yeah, the appeal is huge. Labor becomes easier to manage. Training times drop, and operators can scale with less risk. These concepts also fit beautifully into smaller footprints that lowers rent and increases flexibility.
And that's the key insight, right? When a restaurant requires less cooking, there's less operational stress. It opens the door for first time operators or owner supervisors who want strong systems without the heavy back of house loads. For those starting new concepts, think about this, the cost to build is going to be significantly less expensive, but we have to look at both sides of the coin. On the flip side, Rob, it could make the business less appealing on a resale basis because fully equipped restaurants, that's clickbait for us. It attracts lots of buyers.
That's very true. So while the kitchen-free model is proving that efficiency can be a competitive edge, could have later implications, like Robin said, for selling. For now, it's a focus on smart prep, smart labor, and smart margins. And for our final insight, we're seeing the return of something many people thought was fading, the community table. It's back, and it's evolving in very meaningful ways.
That's right. So these restaurants are repositioning themselves as daily gathering hubs, not themed events, but simple, consistent moments. So we're seeing remote work tables, book swaps, maker moments, and regular meetups that they're building this natural sense of belonging. And I recently read that Starbucks, after years of chasing everyone out, they're desperately trying to reattract that audience that would linger.
That's right. And it started with the pandemic, of course, but it's a big change now. This new wave is not entertainment, it's connection. Like you said, guests want to feel known. They want restaurants that function like an anchor in their weekly routines. And operators are responding because the impact is so powerful. Strong community culture creates loyal guests and predictable repeat business.
And for sellers, showcasing that community driven concept, it builds tremendous value, right? Because these buyers are stepping into a space that has a built in audience. For new owners, it becomes an easy, low cost way to increase traffic and engagement.
Yep. So while the restaurants create the true community, they're also creating staying power, long-term win for both the buyers and the sellers.
So there you have it. Three trends: elevated simplicity, smarter kitchens, and spaces built on connection. These insights are shaping what guests look for and what buyers value. So the restaurant landscape constantly evolving, but these trends highlight that opportunity ahead. And with that, let's talk about some of those opportunities, this week's top listings.
Yeah, every single week, Robin, as you know, we share the restaurant opportunities making an impact across the market. Whether it's a fully equipped space listed for a quick entry or a profitable concept with strong cash flow, these listings show exactly where buyers are making smart moves. So let's get into it with the top listings.
Okay, we're going to start with listing 31418, located in Chandler, Arizona, represented by certified restaurant broker Mike Smith. It's a pizza restaurant turnkey listed for just $74,500 and offers a fully equipped operation at a fraction of what it would cost to build from the ground up. This restaurant reports over $300,000 in annual sales, sits in a high demand residential and retail corridor. So you're getting this commercial hood system, walk-in cooler, grease trap. This isn't a light kitchen by any means, a modern
Right.
layout and a great patio. So replacing this build out today would easily exceed six figures. And what makes it even more attractive, Rob, there's room for growth. So currently operating only 37 hours a week. That's unheard of in this business. So a new owner, pitch up those hours, add some hours, introduce delivery or catering, expand the menu offerings. Chandler continues to grow rapidly, and this location benefits from excellent visibility. So for those buyers, they're looking for a fully equipped turnkey space with strong upside potential. Contact our franchise partner and certified restaurant broker Mike Smith about listing 31418 in Chandler.
All right. Now let's head to Charleston for listing 31810. It's presented by our certified restaurant broker, Chase Klaus. It's a profitable cafe and it's listed for $550,000, delivering strong financial performance year after year. So this business is generating over $797,000 in sales, delivering nearly $195,000 in verified owner benefit. The location is featuring an end cap position, which is sought after, a drive-through, and steady traffic from both commuters and growing residential communities. Space is extremely well maintained, the kitchen's spotless, the equipment is modern, and the dining room is clean and inviting. Labor there is lean, systems are structured, and occupancy costs remain low. The current owner focuses on supervision so the trained team can operate day to day with minimal oversight. That's great. And get this, a mobile food unit is included, expanding the opportunity through catering and events and community activities. It adds revenue, increases brand visibility across the region. It stands out as one of the strongest and most balanced opportunities in the Charleston market. So for details, once again, you can reach out to our broker, Chase Klaus, and ask for listing 31810.
That's like 2 for 1, right? You get that mobile opportunity and the restaurant.
And the drive-through.
Yeah, it's great. 3 for 1. Okay, and for our third highlight, we're heading to Coral Gables, Florida for listing 31731, represented by certified restaurant broker and franchise partner Tarun Gashwani. This independent restaurant, listed under $200,000, reports, get this, Rob, $2 million in annual sales.
Okay.
Yeah, the location sits in a high-traffic corridor in the heart of Coral Gables, surrounded by shops, offices, and residential density. The restaurant is fully equipped with everything for dining, carry-out, and delivery. Efficient layout and high-quality equipment allows for seamless operation from day one. So this is independent, so the new owner has full freedom. No franchise fees, no corporate limitations, complete control to adjust the menu, the hours, or the branding. The business is turnkey with minimal changes needed, making it ideal for an owner-operator looking for that quick start. So here it is. Rare chance, secure, proven, high-volume restaurant, one of the most desirable Florida neighborhoods. For full details, reach out to Tarun Gashwani, and it's listing number 31731.
Yep, 3 different paths, Robin, to ownership this week. Flexible turnkey place in Arizona, high-performing cafe in South Carolina, and a high-volume Coral Gables restaurant ready for immediate success. To explore any of these listings, visit WeSellRestaurants.com. Our certified restaurant brokers are ready to guide you through the process.
All right, Rob, we're going to switch into top insights for our sellers. This week's seller insight centers on something we have maybe highlighted a moment or two before, but always bears repeating: momentum signals. Buyers are paying very close attention to how a business performs in the 60 to 90 days leading up to the listing. So they want signs that this listing is still active, engaged, and moving forward.
Yep, Robin, you know it. A surprising number of sellers will slow down their operations right before they list, cutting hours, reducing marketing, stepping back from day-to-day management. But buyers notice that, and when the last few months look flat or inconsistent, they assume the business is stalled, even if the long-term numbers are strong.
Yes, in our data, Rob, you've seen it super clear. Listings where sellers maintain or increase activity before going to market, they're getting more qualified inquiries. Buyers want reassurance that this business has energy, runway to grow. A restaurant that slows foot traffic, consistent reviews, and active management, that's going to give a stronger first impression.
Yeah, so momentum makes a big marketplace difference when the buyers see that that seller is continuing to invest in the operation even during the listing period. It signals pride of ownership, it creates confidence, tells the buyer that the business is healthy enough to transfer seamlessly.
And it's another benefit we need to mention here. That strong momentum leads to cleaner negotiations. Instead of buyers asking, putting you on the defense, what happened in the last quarter, this conversation shifts to growth opportunities, transition plans, and value. And the same is true of employees, right? I have sellers that say, oh, well, the new owner won't need a catering manager to drive all that revenue. But it doesn't happen on its own, does it, Rob?
No. And the other good thing, Robin, is our asset purchase agreement prevents that. There's language specifically preventing that, making sure the buyers don't have to deal with that. So if you are planning to sell, don't slow down, don't downsize the staff that are necessary for creating revenue. Keep on promoting, keep building, keep your guest experience strong. The effort you put in during that final stretch sends a clear message to the market. Momentum attracts motivated buyers, and motivated buyers create better outcomes.
All right, great knowledge there. And another insight for buyers takes a turn into an area most buyers overlook. The strongest buyers today are evaluating a restaurant's adaptability. Not just what it earns today, but how quickly it can shift when some of those consumer behaviors we were talking about earlier appear. Adaptability has become a major predictor of long-term success.
Yeah, great point. Restaurants that adapt quickly build resilience, right? Buyers are starting to study things like menu flexibility or technology tools or staffing cross-training and how well the operation handles these unexpected swings in traffic. Those signals tell buyers whether the business can perform in a changing market.
Yeah, and so interesting because buyers are asking some new questions today. Instead of just reviewing these historical sales, they're asking, how the restaurant adjusted to peak season, supply chain challenges. We had those a couple of years ago, or shifts in guest demand. They want to see evidence of quick decision making, and agility has real value.
And when the buyer sees a restaurant that adapts well, it lowers the long-term risk. Business that can respond to trends, update processes, and adjust staffing efficiently is easier to step into, easier to grow. Proves the operation's not static, it's built to evolve.
I love it. And lenders, by the way, they have an eye on this as well. We have seen banks look more favorably on buyers who are purchasing these adaptable restaurants because they recognize the lower exposure. A well-structured business with flexible systems is more likely to hold or maybe even increase its value.
Yeah, so the takeaway here, it's simple. Look for adaptability, study how the operation responds to change, how the team manages challenges, and how the business adjusts its strategy. The restaurant that adapts well does more than survive. It gives you a foundation that you can scale with confidence.
Okay, and speaking of those adaptability, those adaptive restaurants, and all buying with confidence, let's talk about some closings, right? My favorite part. Because every closing is telling a story. It's built on preparation, timing, that right match between a buyer and seller. So every week, restaurants across the country change hands on our watch. More restaurants being sold nationwide than anyone else in America. And our franchise partners and certified restaurant brokers are guiding those deals from listing to sold. It's when pricing, presentation, and professionalism, three P's, got that there, all come together. Those strong results follow. So tell us about some of the week's featured solds.
Well, I'll tell you, Robin, momentum continues to hold across the market. Independents, franchises, and local favorites all seeing big action right now. The buyers, they're motivated. Financing's available, and well-prepared listings are converting quickly. So tell us about the first of these two strong concepts.
All right, we're going to Canton, Georgia, where certified restaurant broker and franchise partner Paul Rogers closed listing number 26049. It was an independent coffee shop listed for $124,900. This is wonderful, a little true local favorite, right? That destination and a steady gathering spot placed in the community because it had strong visibility in a high traffic area. Beautifully designed walk-up concept with indoor and outdoor seating, open 48 hours a week and positioned perfectly for both residents and visitors attending Canton's well-known festivals and community events. And listen, you don't have to be big to be powerful. This was 450 square feet with rent at $1,500 a month. That efficient layout made it low overhead, high potential. Fully turnkey, all equipment included, and a week of training to support the new owner. So with those, clean books, excellent presentation, and strong community support, that listing stood out and drove great interest. So it's a great example, too, of how these small format concepts with good designs and loyal customers sell quickly. So congratulations to Paul and his clients on another smooth, successful closing.
Yeah, and like we were talking about earlier, right? It was a well-known local gathering spot. So
Yeah, those community tables, that community, it's where life happens now. We talked about this a few months ago, but the restaurant is really that fourth place. After food, after home and work, the third place is the place you gather for all the social interaction that you need in a kind of distant community where people are online and not in person. Restaurants are in person.
yeah. Hey, here's another success story from Shawnee, Kansas. Our certified restaurant broker, Tony Maselli, closed listing 19811, a high-performing Pizza West location. He had that one listed for just under $350,000. The restaurant was delivering and still is more than 1.1 million in annual sales and more than 121,000 in owner benefit. The operation had everything buyers were looking for: prime location, strong daily traffic, and a seating capacity of 107 inside seats and 24 outside. The restaurant ran with a well-trained team of 35 employees, creating a seamless transition for the new owner. 15 years of history there. Pizza West built a strong following and consistent performance. The lease offered stability, little over $8,000 a month, big footprint, over 2,700 square feet. The renewal options there ran through 2027, so a rare chance to step into a well-established high-volume operation in a market known for entertainment and festivals and food culture. And Tony's preparation, as always, the strong financial package and clear presentation made it stand out among our listings. So when you combine verified numbers and a proven operation, buyers respond quickly. So well done, Tony.
Yeah, so looking at both these closings, Rob, like just this, see how diverse today's market is. So we have specialty coffee, 450 square feet, major pizza operation in Kansas, almost 3,000 square feet. But the thing that ties them together, our marketing, our certified restaurant brokers, well-prepared listings, we're attracting serious buyers.
Yeah, as you said, the clean books, the complete documentation that Tony put together, right, for that one. Realistic pricing, the most important thing we could possibly do. They help all those deals close faster.
Yeah, so anyone thinking about selling, here's the big takeaways. Buyers today, they're informed, they're focused, and ready to act on listings that present well. So if you're considering a transition, our certified restaurant brokers can help you prepare your listings to compete in today's market.
Visit WeSellRestaurants.com and you can connect with a certified restaurant broker near you and learn what your restaurant might be worth. Whether it's your first sale or your 15th, we're here to guide you to the next step with confidence.
All right, and speaking of those next steps, here's some of our hot new listings. 2 markets, 2 standout opportunities, and both offer strong revenue, established operations, and room for growth. These are listings buyers are already asking us about, so let's dive in.
Let's dive in and head up to Michigan, listing 31043. Gary and Mike Ely represent this independent burger restaurant. It's listed at $550,000, $1.2 million in annual sales. It's profitable, it's established, and it has real staying power. It's located on a busy corner, brand new construction is happening nearby. Strong visibility there, heavy traffic, and consistent daily volume have made this restaurant a neighborhood favorite. It's fully equipped with a complete commercial kitchen, including a grill line, fryers, refrigeration, prep stations, and a commercial fry cutter. The lease is long-term and affordable, giving you stability in a high-demand corridor. With a strong location, drive-through setup, and loyal customer base, it's an excellent opportunity for a hands-on owner who wants immediate revenue or an operator looking to scale an independent concept. It's turnkey and it has strong numbers. It's an untapped marketing potential right there. I don't think they're doing much marketing at the moment. So everything is in place for growth. For more information, look at listing 31043 and reach out to either Gary or Mike Ely.
Yeah, I bet the fries are good. They've got that commercial fryer going on there. So we're going to head to our second highlight in Indianapolis, Indiana. So this is listing 31757. It's an independent, get this, Mexican restaurant and nightclub. It is listed for $600,000, represented by Eric and Bobby Irwin. So $720,000 just about in annual sales, a prime downtown location. So we've got steady revenue and significant upside. Talk about large. This one's 14,000 square feet, 15 employees, including a general manager for all that space. So that means the new owner has this freedom to spend time on marketing, promotions, and growth. So the restaurant has 2 huge hoods, 200 square feet of walk-in storage, and a full brewery setup ready to activate. The design, it's large but efficient and built for volume, making operations smooth from day one. This is in a very high traffic part of downtown in Indy, which is rare for a business of this size. Independent structure, no franchise fees, full flexibility. I mean, this is an untapped vision right here because you can adjust the hours, expand catering, update promotions, or evolve this very large opportunity. Sounds pretty good, right?
It sounds perfect. Yeah, great location. It has it all. 31757, Robin, is the listing number. And as you said, Eric and Bobby Irwin are certified restaurant brokers. are representing that one, and very different concepts,
Mm-hmm.
again, right, that we talked about. Both with strong revenues, real expansion opportunities there. Michigan, bringing in a high volume burger operation, drive through, downtown, spacious. And then we're heading over to Indianapolis, right? Mexican restaurant and nightclub. Wow, flexibility built in there. So if either of those caught your attention, you can visit WeSellRestaurants.com, search for those listings. You'll get the photos, the financials, and the full broker contact information.
All right, and let's head on to what we are learning directly from our customers. We're sharing two powerful client stories that show why working with a certified restaurant broker who makes such a difference in it reminds us that behind every transaction there's a real person, a real dream, and a team committed to helping them reach the next chapter.
Sure. So we'll begin in Providence, Rhode Island, where Damien and Erica Santoro delivered an exceptional experience for their client, Liz Gonzalez. She shared her heartfelt feedback about her journey, saying, Damien and Erica helped me with buying my restaurant. They were there every step of the way. I'm grateful for their help and everything they did for my new business. Really captures what sets our brokers apart, Robin. More than unlocking doors or reviewing paperwork, it's being present and engaged and committed from the very first conversation all the way to closing. Damien and Erica there representing the very best of our values, and Liz's success is testament to their dedication.
Absolutely. Husband and wife team couldn't be better, more powerful advocates for you in that Rhode Island market. So now, different part of the country, we're going to head to Houston, Texas, where Tamara delivered a standout experience that left a lasting impact on her client, Artemio Cortez, owner of Lambeau's Sport Bar and Grill. Artemio shared this extraordinary testimonial. He said that working with Tamara was one of the best business decisions his team has ever made. From the first consultation, he knew they were in expert hands. He praised her deep industry knowledge, understanding of the local market, and ability to match them with the perfect space for her concept. He even highlighted attention to detail and genuine commitment to the success, saying Tamara guided them through negotiations, lease reviews, zoning concerns, and even introduced trusted vendors. Artemio said they never felt rushed or pressured. Instead, they felt supported by a true partner and advocate.
Wow, the partnership paid off, right? Tamara is on fire
Yeah.
in Houston. Her expertise, they opened the doors to their dream. The location, the guest feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. What a message from Artemio. And it was simple. So if you're in the restaurant industry and you need a broker who really understands the business, could not recommend her more highly enough.
Right,
I don't
right.
know if I said that correctly. It didn't sound grammatically correct, but he had a good experience.
Listen, what we're talking about is creating this customer service experience worth sharing. And the customers have us stumbling over our words because they're so gracious in what they're sharing with us. Two stories, two markets, but a singular message expertise with heart. Damien, Erica, and Tamara each delivered an experience based on trust, clarity, and genuine care. And that, Rob, is really what defines our certified restaurant broker network, our franchise partners. Stories like this remind us why our mission matters.
And we thank every client who takes the time to share their experience. Your stories fuel what we do. Thanks so much to you, and congratulations to the brokers who closed the deals.
All right, so let's talk about something else we're seeing across the entire hospitality world. More and more professionals are hanging up the aprons and exploring the franchise opportunity at We Sell Restaurants. They recognize the greatest skills not just running a kitchen, it's understanding people. These are hospitality experts. They can read a room, solve a problem, and above all, keep things moving when the pressure rises. And those skills are powerful. Outside the four walls of a restaurant, they translate directly into our field, restaurant brokerage.
Yeah, and it's the part many professionals don't consider. Restaurant brokerage, it's really about communication and negotiation and understanding how operations work. People with hospitality backgrounds already have that built in. They know how to talk to owners, how to read financial statements, how to evaluate what makes a business strong. They don't just learn the industry, they learn how to leverage it a little bit differently.
Yes, and we're so frequently meeting people who say they are ready for a role where their knowledge has more impact. They want a career that lets them use everything they learn without sacrificing balance or autonomy. And that's exactly what the We Sell Restaurants franchise offers. It's a professional service business powered by real industry experience.
And another shift that we're seeing, buyers and sellers want experts who actually understand restaurant operations. They don't want advisors who only know spreadsheets. They want someone who speaks their language. That's why our franchise owners stand out. Their backgrounds help them build trust faster, negotiate more effectively, and close deals stronger.
And they do it with systems built for professionals who want to grow. Our certified restaurant broker training program teaches them how to value a business, present a listing, manage a full transaction. The Boss platform, it's going to give you marketing, listing tools, lead management, national visibility. So you bring the experience as a former restaurateur, we bring the infrastructure, and we turn that experience into a business.
And a business that opens doors, right? You meet entrepreneurs, investment groups, franchisors, landlords and lenders, operators who are building the future of the food service. You become a connector. You become the person people call when they're ready for a new chapter.
So if you've been feeling like it's time to elevate what you know, this could be the moment. Your industry experience has value beyond operations. It can become a business that grows through your relationship, your insight, and your drive.
Robin, we closed a deal on Tuesday. The seller that very day asked us, how do I now become a restaurant broker?
I
True
love
story.
it.
Visit resellrestaurants.com/franchise and see how your background can become an advisory business that puts you at the center of the industry's next chapter.
And this is not a second career, it is a next level career. And if you're ready to take that step, we are ready to help you build something that reflects your ambition as well as your expertise.
Yeah, I like that. Not a second career, next level. That's good. How about this topic that's gaining major traction across the franchise world? Franchise resales. We talk about it every week, specifically the strength of a brand's continuity plan. It's a brand's ability to guide an owner through a transition without losing performance or culture or guest experience. Every brand planned for openings. The stronger brands are now planning for franchise resales with that same level of strategy.
The shift is real, and we met so many CEOs and brand presidents at RFDC, Restaurant Finance and Development Conference, a few weeks ago, still doing follow-up calls because they understand resales have to be a planned part of the life cycle, and their brands that invest in this process are outperforming those who don't have a structured resale process, because that structured resale process protects the unit, preserves store level performance, and it keeps the brand's reputation consistent across markets. So when a resale is handled well, the business doesn't dip, stays productive and stable from start to finish.
And stability matters to the future owners. Candidates today, as we've discussed, are smart. They look closely at how a brand supports its operators when it's time to transition. They want to know that if they invest in the brand, they can also exit successfully in the future sometime. A smooth resale shows that the system works not only at the starting line, but throughout the entire ownership cycle to the finish line.
You know, we're also seeing something else, Rob, that's intriguing with these multi-unit owners. They are looking for assurances that if they sell one location, others are not affected. So they want partners who can handle the transition while they stay focused on running their remaining stores. So while brands demonstrate, when these brands are demonstrating strong resale management, multi-unit operators feel more confident expanding within the system. So it becomes a growth driver, not a disruption.
And lenders have taken note of this as well. Banks are giving more favorable attention to brands that maintain consistent performance during ownership changes. When a unit moves from one owner to another without operational issues, It shows financial stability, and it reassures lenders that the brand has depth and structure and reliable support.
And that's where We Sell Restaurants creates real value for franchisors. Our certified restaurant brokers manage transitions quietly and professionally. We standardize valuation, communicate with buyers, coordinate with sellers, and protect the brand's interests throughout the process. That level of structure as a franchisor for a franchisor keeps the operation steady and ensures the resale strengthens the brand instead of distracting from it.
And the takeaway is clear. Continuity, no longer a back office detail, it's a competitive advantage. A strong resale program tells future candidates that your ownership experience is reliable from day one through the final handoff, shows your system is mature and stable and invested in long term success.
So growth, they're figuring this out, Rob. Growth isn't just about opening new locations. It's about what happens when an owner is ready to move on. And at We Sell Restaurants, we help franchisors protect the value they built, one successful transition at a time. And can you believe it, Rob? Two places, a lot of stuff handled, but that's it. It's a wrap for this week's top sales, listings, and franchise opportunities. Next level, as we said. If you're looking to buy, sell, or start a new career in restaurant brokerage, we'd love to help.
And remember, great restaurant deals move fast. So if something caught your eye today, don't wait. Click the link in the comments or visit WeSellRestaurants.com to learn more.
And if you enjoyed this live, we'd love it if you'd hit that thumbs up button, share it with anyone looking to buy or sell a restaurant.
And don't forget to follow our page so you never miss a new listing. We'll be back next Friday with more updates. Until then, Robin, I hope you have a great weekend, and our name says it all.
We Sell Restaurants.